I love peaches. I love peaches any particular way you care to cook them. But peaches on a barbecue are even more delicious, I think.
That'll be nice.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook some peaches on a barbecue, really easy, and I've got some cherries. I've got some different types of cherries. Went into the pantry.
The season.
It is. So I've just got a whole lot of different things. Now, what I'm going to do to start with is I'm going to make a sauce with the cherries, I think. So what I've got is my pot, and I'm going to put my pot on the barbecue. Yes, you can put a pot on the barbecue. You like that?
Adrian, how do you get the seeds out of there without a hole in the other end?
You get the little clipper, and it goes through and it shoots out the other side.
But there's no hole in the other end.
It might be tricky. I've got a little knife out there. See it popped out the side?
Yeah.
Or maybe what I did is actually you can go like this and suck the pips out.
Oh,
and then you
just so gross.
spit them over there. No, I didn't do that.
I know what you did. You know what he did? He got a hairpin. He got one of my bobby pins and pulled them out.
You better believe it. I've got some sugar here, about 1/4 cup straight in the pot. Some people put a bit of water in with their caramel. Some people, just put the sugar in.
Making caramel.
Exactly, that's what I'm making. What I've done is put the pot on. You can put a pot on the barbecue, easy as. Just make sure it's not one of those ones with a plastic handle, because they tend to melt a little bit and get a bit smelly. This is a great pot, and this will get going soon. So what I've got is my flat grill plate here, which is a cracker, and I'll put a little bit of foil over the top. I've folded it a few times because there was some seafood on there before, some bacon. There's been lots of things on this barbecue.
A little bit of a lobster.
I love that stuff. And I've got some baking paper here, and what I'm going to do is just throw this down onto the barbecue there. And that's hot, that's hot. Now, I've got just some butter here because, you know what, butter, desserts, peaches, butter always makes everything taste better. You can see that the outside of the paper is burning here, but that's okay.
That's how hot the barbie is.
That's so hot, so I'll put the butter on there. Just a tiny little bit of butter, because we don't want to overdo it here, do we? And I'll get a bit of sugar and just sprinkle a bit of sugar on there as well, because we don't want to overdo this. And just move the butter up and down there. Nice, sweet butter. What could be more delicious?
What would happen if someone told you that your cholesterol was like 25? And it's supposed to be around 3.
I'd get a second opinion, wouldn't I? I think you just got to be careful of that. But you know what? I do eat quite well. I eat a little bit of butter. I know I overdo it sometimes on this show, but most of the time I eat really healthy food. Well, sometimes.
Just keep telling yourself that.
I'll believe myself one day. There we go. I've got some peaches, and I took the stone out of the middle of it, and I pop it on there, and you can see that simmering away. You know, we've cooked, just pretend we've cooked our steaks on there and our fish and all the things.
Beautiful.
We've let it cool down a little bit, so it gives us plenty of time to melt the butter and the sugar, and the caramel's just starting to form. Now, what I've got is my cherries here. I've got some cherries, as you said before, with a little hairpin, where we've taken the seed out of it. And I've got, just pretend we've gone to our pantry, I've got some tin cherries here and some cherries from a jar, because you never know what you might have in the house. It's always good to have a few of these. So I've got my caramel just starting to form a little bit.
So one's from a can.
Have a taste.
Sweet.
And the beauty of these is the liquid as well. You use the liquid to actually cook it. Now, my caramel's coming up. You can see my caramel just on the edge there. Just starting to form. We'll give that another minute or so.
Look how hot this is.
It is. What you can do with this, and the amazing thing, you can actually turn the whole thing around like this. If it gets too hot, I turn it around, so the cool bit becomes, what is it? Can you pass me that tea towel? There we go. There we go. How easy is that? Now, that's a little bit cooler on that side, and we'll slow it down. See?
So you don't want it that hot?
Well, I wanted to cool it down a bit. See,
and you want the hot
I need the hot for the caramel. There we go. That's just about up there now, just like that. What I'm going to do is use some of this liquid from the cherries to pour in there and get that boiling away. Hear that?
Beautiful colour. Look at that gorgeous colour.
Beautiful. I'll put a few cherries in there. No, I'll just use my fingers. A few cherries in like this.
You would.
There we go. If I was having a taste of it. So this would be a lovely little cherry dessert. A few of these cherries here, straight in there like that. We'll let that simmer away. We'll just check on these peaches. Look at that. Caramelising beautifully.
Nice.
Another couple of minutes. We'll take this off, put it on a plate. Our sauce will be finished, and we'll have a lovely, quick little dessert.
Yummy.
I can't wait. Look at that. Simmering away nicely. Turn them over.
It's deep frying in butter.
Well, a little bit of butter is always nice to help with sweet butter, which makes it even better. Look at that, beautiful, all the way around. You can leave that on there a little bit longer. You see that starting to caramelise there?
That looks great,
there we
Adrian.
go. The hard part, I suppose, is regulating the heat. So you sort of move it around a little bit. Beautiful. They start to soften up a bit. There we go, straight around like that. Look at this, straight through the middle. There we go. Now we just need to spoon up some of that butter and sauce all over it.
Don't waste any of that.
I'm not going to waste a bit of it. Can you imagine me wasting any butter? I'd waste... No, I couldn't, could you? Now, look at this. My cherry sauce. Oh, that's quite hot.
Sauce.
There we go. My cherry sauce is there. I'm going to bring this over here and just spoon it on top there like that. You know, everyone's got a jar of cherries in the dry store or their pantry or whatever. Just spoon some of this around the top there.
It's very festive.
It is, isn't it?
Really
Is it?
festive.
Christmas time, summertime, lots of lovely colours there. Now, if you wanted to, this is something that reminds me of being up at the snow as a young lad snowboarding. Peach schnapps, just a...
Peach schnapps?
Peach schnapps, just a little bit over the top there. There we go.
This is going to be delicious.
And some ice cream. Should we get some ice cream?
I've got some here.
There we go. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Look at that.
Magic ice cream.
I reckon that's a cracker of a dessert. I'm going to have ice cream on mine. There we go. Look at that.
It's definitely not low-cal. I might try a little cherry.
It's definitely not low-cal. There's absolutely nothing low-cal about this, apart from the fruit if you eat it raw, but I sort of knocked that one on the head. What do you think?
Beautiful.
Sweet. It's sweet. It's a dessert.
Not too... The cherry is actually really beautiful. Did you get any peach at all with that ice cream?
Oh, it's beautiful.
There?
Peaches and ice cream. But barbecue peaches and ice cream with butter, sugar,
That's
cherries.
really nice, Adrian. Just try not to eat that syrup there.
I'll try as hard as I can.
Really
I
nice.
promise you.